You don't rush the day to start. You just breathe and do your part. Even when the sun feels slow, you find the space to gently grow. No loud winds, no bright parade, just soft steps you slowly made. You're a slow bloom in the shade, graceful in the time you've stayed. Not in haste, not in fire, but in stillness you inspire. You move through the world unseen, soft and strong and in between. They may miss the way you shine, but quiet hearts still hold the line. No loud winds, no bright parade, just soft steps you slowly made. You're a slow bloom in the shade, graceful in the time you stayed. Not in haste, not in fire, but in stillness you inspire. Let them bloom fast and burn bright. You're the one that lasts the night. You're a slow bloom in the shade, petals made from hope you saved. In each breath your roots go deep. You're the promise silence keeps. Every whisper in the dark finds its way into my heart. Little echoes, little signs, leading us through whispered lines. No need for lightning in the night, just gentle buzz, just subtle light. Whispers on the groove softly guide the way we move. Not too loud, just enough to pull us in to keep the love. Your small laugh, my quiet smile, fits right in, not out of style. We don't need the noisy crowd, just the rhythm, slow but proud. Whispers on the groove softly guide the way we move. Not too loud, just enough to pull us in to keep the love. Whispers on the groove softly guide the way we move. Not too loud, just enough to pull us in to keep the love. In every hush, in every sound, we find the calm where we are found. Whispers on the groove, they find our hearts, they make them soothe. And in this beat, this love we prove, soft and steady in the groove. path I walk with calm. Each step I take, each breath I choose feels steady, soft and warm. No race to win, no path to prove, just gentle arms, the way I move. In the circle of sunlit steps, I find the peace my heart accepts. No heavy rush, just open skies and light that hugs without surprise. I feel the breeze, I hear the sigh of whispered dreams in passing by. Not loud or bright, just steady glow, a gentle pace that helps me grow. No race to win, no path to prove, just gentle arcs, the way I move. In the circle of sunlit steps, I find the peace my heart accepts. Still I walk, still I unspool. In calm I find my simplest rule.
I found my calm where the quiet moves between the light and everything I choose. Not loud, just warm, the world unwinds like drifting breeze or softened mind. No clatter here, no need to rush, just steady steps, you feel the hush. Where the quiet moves, I breathe. Slow rhythms wrapped around my grief. It isn't loud, it's how I heal. A deeper pulse that nothing steals. Your voice once burned like open flame. Now every whisper calls my name. Not fast, not bright, just warm and real. The kind of calm where hearts can feel. No clatter here, no need to rush, just steady steps, you feel the hurt. Where the quiet moves, I'm found, step by step, without a sound. And as the evening sky lets go, my rhythm fades, but softly flows. Yeah. I wake before the light arrives, when silence feels the most alive. The city's sleeping in its skin, but I can feel the day begin. It's not the sun that makes me start, something warm inside my heart. Before the light arrives, I breathe, I wait, I survive. The dark can't hold me long. This quiet makes me strong. Whisper truths I never say, to shadows that will fade away. And in the still I find my name, not loud but soft, it feels the same. It's not the sun that makes me start, something warm inside my heart. Before the light arrives, I breathe, I wait, I survive. The dark can't hold me long. This quiet makes me strong. Brightness all at once, I grow in slow and steady run. Before the light arrives, I trust my quieter sides. And when the morning comes, I'm candlelight on table 2, midnight jazz and velvet blue, espresso steam curls through the air, shadows waltz without a care. Outside the moon begins to sway, inside we sit the night away in Cafe d'Harmonie. Time just floats away, whispered dreams and vintage tunes drown beneath the silver half a smile, eyes that linger for a while, glasses clink a smoky glow, Paris sleeps beneath the snow. Every moment tastes like wine, sweet
slow, a perfect line. In Cafe de Minute, time just floats away. Whispered dreams and vintage tunes drown beneath the silver moon. We'll meet again where night begins, where jazz and memory softly spin. In Cafe de love will find its way, echoed softly in refrain in the midnight cafe rain. Snow falls slow on cobblestone. Perry hums a quiet tone. Street lamps glow like soft ballet. In this dream I choose to stay. Footsteps melt into the night. Hearts aligned in winter light. Snowlight on the Seine. Love drifts like the rain. Silence speaks your name in this frozen golden frame. Coffee steam and window frost, holding on to what we lost. Gentle voices, time stands still, wrapped in warmth the cold can't kill. Light that flickers in your eyes, glows beneath December skies. Snowlight on the Seine. Love drifts like the rain. Silence speaks your name in this frozen golden frame. Snow remembers all we gave. Footprints tracing what we save. Snowlight on the Seine. Stillness sweet as champagne. Paris in the snow, where our hearts remain. Cobblestones beneath my feet, rain
waterfall hums a steady beat. Lanterns flicker, thoughts remain caught inside this soft refrain. Misty streets that know my name carry memories wrapped in flame. Echoes in the rain. Call me back again. Every drop a note so clear, playing songs I used to hear. Cold hands deep inside my coat, pages blurred from words I wrote. You and I still drift apart, but your rhythm haunts my heart. Even silence sounds like you in the rain that filters through. Echoes in the rain. Call me back again. Every drop a note so clear, playing songs I used to hear. Through the gray I find my pace, lost in sounds I can't replace. Ooh, 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 ooh. Echoes in the rain. Softly spell your name. Though you're gone, you still remain in echoes in the rain. You don't have to walk so fast. Some things are meant to slowly last. No one's keeping time but you. And silence often pulls us through. You move the world in quiet ways, and I still hear you through the haze. Not every step is loud, not every truth must shout out. You hold the weight without a sound, and that's what makes you truly proud. I've seen the calm within your hands, the way you build without demands, and in your pause there's something pure, a kind of strength that must endure. You move the world in quiet ways, and I still hear you through the haze. Not every step is loud, not every truth must shout. You hold the weight without a sound, and that's what makes you truly proud. If no one sees the road you chose, I'll walk beside it as it grows. Not every step is loud, but everyone still counts. You keep your rhythm in the rain and find the light beyond the strain. Not every step is loud, not everyone still counts. You keep your rhythm in the rain and find the light beyond the strain.
guides me quiet shore. No rush to reach, no need for more. The wind moves slow, the world unfolds in gentle curves and stories told. No loud applause, no urgent cry, just waves that breathe and slowly sigh. Like waves without sound, soft and steady all around. You find the peace beneath the noise, the deeper calm you always chose. Storms to shape your day, just steady warmth and gentle sway. You listen close to things unsaid and let them guide you like they bled. No loud applause, no urgent cry, just waves that breathe and slowly sigh. Like waves without sound, soft and steady all around. You keep your rhythm in the hush, a quiet heart, a steady rush. Snow falls slow on cobblestone, Paris hums a quiet tone. Street lamps glow like soft ballet. In this dream I choose to stay. Footsteps melt into the night, hearts aligned in winter light. Snowlight on the Seine, love drifts like the rain. Silence speaks your name in this frozen golden frame. Coffee steaming, window frost, holding on to what we lost. Gentle voices, time stands still, wrapped in warmth the cold can kill. Light that flickers in your eyes glows beneath December skies. Snowlight on the Seine, love drifts like the rain. Silence speaks your name Snowlight on the Seine, stillness sweet as champagne. Paris in the snow, where our hearts remain.
I try to speak 100 ways, but all my words just twist and stray. Still you hear the things I mean, in every pause and in between.
You never asked me to be loud, or save my pain and make you proud. You listen close to all I hide, and somehow love the parts denied.
Where the words would fail, we stay in softer tones and silent ways. You see the truth I couldn't say, and never tried to walk away.
We build our peace in quiet lines, in looks and sighs and subtle signs.
You hold my silence in your hand, like something only you understand.
Where the words would fail, we stay. Our hearts still speak, though voices stray.
You know the meaning, not the mess.
You find the grace where I confess.
We're not afraid to break or bend.
We don't need sound to comprehend. Where the words would fail, we find a deeper trust that needs no bind. In quiet strength our souls entwine, and love becomes its own design. We barely speak, but I can feel your silence seek a way to reach me where I hide, without a need to choose a side.
And I have words I never say that soften when you look my way. You don't demand, you understand that love can be an open hand. When we don't explain, we grow. In quiet things we only show. It's not confusion, not a game. It's love that doesn't need a name.
I feared that not enough was said, but still your voice lives in my head. And I've been wrong and I've been slow, but somehow still you always know. When we don't explain, we grow.
Like roots beneath where rivers flow. We say enough in how we stay, and silence never fades away.
Some hearts don't speak with sound.
is simply being near. We never have to play a part, we're heard by hands. An open heart.
To skies in velvet gray, where time just folds and slips away. No rush to speak, no need to try. The silence hums a lullaby. These softer hours speak so true. They pull the world away from view. Heavy heart aligned. No sharp turns or fast replies, just steady breath beneath the skies. I pour my thoughts into the air and let them land like whispered prayer. Each gentle breeze, a small release, a quiet place, a needed peace. These softer hours speak so true. They pull the world away from view. The hush outside the strain. They hold me close and help me see the quiet is enough for me. I don't rush to understand. Some truths unfold in open hands, like petals blooming in the shade. My strength grows quiet, unafraid. Every pause becomes a start. Every silence holds a heart, quietly becoming more. I can't ignore. No thunder shout, no heavy race, just peace in finding my own pace. I've walked in shoes too loud to the softer air, where every step is mine to feel, and slow becomes the way I hear. Every pause becomes a start. Every silence holds a heart, quietly becoming real. With every breath I choose to heal. No storm to fight, no voice to raise, just gentle light in quiet ways. I walked alone in crowded halls with echoes bouncing off the walls,
and thought that peace was mine to find by quieting my noisy mind.
But even stillness needs a hand to hold you where you try to stand. You taught me that I'm not alone, that breath can build a softer home.
It takes two to breathe like this, to share the hush, the gentle kiss. Not every word must fill the air. We're whole because we're truly there.
You hum a tune I never knew, and somehow I belong to you.
And though I've lived in quiet ways, you give my silence warmer days. It takes two to breathe like this, to find the calm inside the mist. No need for loud or bold display. We hold each other in our way. We're not afraid to move slow. Even silence helps us grow.
It takes two to feel this deep, to build a love we wanna keep. Just your voice and mine so near, and breath that makes the stillness clear.
There's something in the way you wait, a kindness time can't replicate. Not every word is meant to be. Sometimes the silence sets us free. You never rush to fill the air. You listen like you've always cared, held in the pause I find a love not forced but kind. In every breath you choose to keep, you give me space where I can breathe. The world moves fast but you stay slow, and teach me things I didn't know, that even quiet holds its sound, and what we lose can still be found. You never rush to fill the air. You listen like you've always cared, held in the pause I see a softer place inside of me. No louder truth could ever say what stillness shows in its own way. There's no need for grand goodbyes or promises wrapped up in lies.
We start again in smaller steps, with open heart and no regrets.
The past can rest, the pain can fade. We're not the ones we used to play.
This moment asks for nothing more than who we are behind the door.
Soft as we begin again,
with quiet truth and where we've been. No need to run, no need to prove. We're here, we breathe, we learn to move. You never rush the time we take. You know how long it takes to break.
and still you stay, and still you care, in all the ways that feel like prayer. Soft as we begin again, we don't have to explain when. Just follow what the silence brings, and meet each step with softer wings. We're not chasing something bright. We're choosing now, we're choosing right. Soft as we begin anew, not as broken, just more true. We grow, we bend, we rise within, and love returns. Soft as we begin.
You don't have to fill the space with words that chase or try to trace. I'm here when nothing needs to be but breath and time and you and me.
I used to think I had to speak to prove my heart was not too weak.
But in your calm I've come to find my silence isn't left behind. In the middle of quiet we stay, where nothing loud can drift away. Just heartbeats slow and eyes that see, enough to let the silence be.
You taught me how to hear the light, how even dusk can feel so bright.
And you remind me with your eyes that stillness never really lies. In the middle of quiet we stay, where nothing loud can drift see, enough to let the silence be. If we speak, let it be true, but even silence speaks of you. In the quiet we remain, no rush to speak, no need to name. A world of sound we rise above. In quiet we have found our love.
Don't always see it shine, but still the light is yours and mine. It slips between the smallest cracks and finds its way where no one asks. You think the world forgot your name, but I still see a quiet flame. It's the way the light lands slow, not in flashes, not in show, just enough to warm your skin and say you're not where you've been. Build your hope in silent ways, not looking for a voice to praise, and yet you glow in softest hues, the kind that never has to prove. You think the world forgot your name, but I still see your quiet flame. Way the light lands near, when the dark has disappeared, not with noise or need to win, but simply finding you within.
I live between the notes you play, where all the words just drift away. There's something real inside the pause, a hidden truth, a perfect cause. It's not in what you loudly give, but in the hush where feelings live. Between the notes I hear a softer love, a song sincere. No melody can quite compare to what you mean in quiet air. You never try to fill the space, yet somehow leave the warmest trace, like echoes wrapped in satin light. You linger gently
heard a sound I couldn't place. It lingered in an empty space. Not loud, not sharp, but soft and true. A quiet voice that felt like you. It didn't beg for me to hear, but found its way through all my fear. An echo in the still, spoke without the will, to prove, to push, to win a fight. Just softly held me through the night. I used to think that strong was loud, but strength can hide behind a cloud. The kind that hums instead of roars, the kind that walks, not breaks down doors. It didn't beg for me to hear, but found its way through all my fear. An echo in the still, it shows me I can heal. No thunder needed to survive, just whispers keeping me alive.
I leave the world when it gets loud, slip through the noise beneath a cloud. There's a corner made for just my name, a quiet room that stays the same. No locks, no keys, no need to flee. It waits with open arms for me. The room I return to knows what I've been through. It doesn't ask, it doesn't judge. It holds me soft, it doesn't budge. The walls remember how I breathe. They take the weight, I choose to leave. And when I speak in broken lines, it listens back like it's divine. No locks, no keys, no need to flee. It waits with open arms for me. The room I return to feels like something true. In that stillness I belong, a space where silence makes me strong.